Previously on the NyanCave. Locked room mystery unlocks probing potential in Ryu and me. The defective detective determines dreadful deductions about Russian revolutionaries' identity. Gasp! Shock! Wow! Gerweting Pavlova pilfers pricey tiara, but what terrible tale can be told about what's inside of her trunk? Find out today on Ace Attorney.
NyanCave.
Hello.
Ohio, Mina-san.
O Genki desu ka?
Hi. Genki desu. Suzuku shimashou.
Ikuze. Baru 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 baru.
Ii desu ne.
Ne.
Whoa, that's new. Whoa, that's really new. Cool. Huh. Wow. YouTube really just drops stuff like that. God damn, that's super cool.
Thanks.
Huh.
Thanks for that, YouTube.
Oh, whoa, and you can put messages now? Oh,
I'm
no.
so curious.
I don't know if Streamlabs is going to be able to pick that
I
up.
don't know. We're going to find out.
YouTube is like a crazy drunk boyfriend, and Streamlabs is like the sober girlfriend trying to keep it all together. You know, you just never know what the hell he's going to do, and then you have to change everything to accommodate his drunkenness because there's no negotiating with him.
None. Zero. Just
zero.
one day. I brought home a goat.
Oh, God.
Oh, sweetie. We don't have room for a goat. Yeah, we do. He's gonna mow our lawn. His name is Francis, and he's gonna eat our grass, and then I could spend more time drinking.
What's interesting is the Tempests has a message that says, what the hell is this? Oh, 1 year? Congrats on 1 year, Tempest, of a memberversary, but it didn't go up in the top bar for some reason. Like, oh, this is awesome, though. Oh, my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think Streamlabs knows what to do with this.
Oh, man. Yeah, everyone gets these awesome member messages. It's cool. I actually left feedback outlining stuff like this. I wonder if everyone got this, or if, like, I'm gonna get an email, like, in a minute that's like, hey, you've been signed up for a new thing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna start writing things down, I guess.
Oh my God. Oh. Sorry. Well, luckily on Stream Replay, you should be able to see this, even if Streamlabs isn't gonna play it.
Lover.
That's amazing, though. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so every month you guys should be able to write a message, I think, if you're a member of the channel.
A heads up about this would have been really nice. Like, really, really nice.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna run through these real.
I gotta start writing them down, otherwise this isn't gonna get done ever.
And we won't have a. Well, actually, I guess it'll be in our activity on the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Viewer activity. That's an easy way to do it. That's an easy way to do it. No, not all of them are there.
It doesn't seem like it.
That's really disappointing.
Oh.
I think these are just highlighted messages, not people actively becoming members.
No, they so what happens is usually on like Twitch, I mean, I don't think, yeah, okay, so anyways, long story short, on Twitch, every month that you are a member or a subscriber on there, you get to renew your membership and say hello. Even if your membership already renewed and you missed it, like say you show up to a stream a week later, you could still say a message and be like, I'm here and my thing renewed, hello. Which is super cool because YouTube didn't do that. You know, you would just renew and nothing would happen. So I really do appreciate the damn and Susan with the glory to Nyankind and butts. So yeah, like if you became a member anytime in the month, you get like a free highlighted message, which is cool. Will we ever start the game? I don't know. I think we may need to just allow the highlighted messages and say thank you because I don't think we're gonna be able to read them. But as this goes on, we'll be able to play. But today's a thing. Also, a new yes emote if you'd like this. And Kaiko, congrats on the second shot.
I'm trying to write down all of your things,
There are just so many.
but there are so many, and it's not all in my list. So if you're missed, I'm so very sorry.
Maybe we'll check the stream replay later. Let's hop into this. Thank you, everyone. Just know that I definitely see your messages. You thought it was bacon with scrambled eggs? No. It's okay. We're gonna leave these for now because I don't even think we have enough cutouts.
No, we don't have enough cutouts.
Yeah, and I'll take a look at it after stream. I can take care of this.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So just ignore the membership for now. Thank you, everyone. Read the message.
Well, I'm gonna get up to where the cutout until I have no more cutouts left. How about?
Sure. But yeah, very cool. Very cool. I think this is a very good improvement. It's gonna be a little crazy on the first implementation. But
Okay, now I'm out. Suzu was the last. You were the last, Suzu. I have no more cutouts. They're all gone.
Well, actually, technically, Suzu's already up there.
Oh, I guess.
Like Lord in NyanCave.
I guess that makes sense. Well,
Double dip in Suzu. It's fine.
You've been written down now, friend.
We'll send you a bill later. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna just do one member raffle, and I'll just give away a bunch of things. How about?
Sure.
Okay. WTF, YouTube, for your entry into the raffle, and I'm just gonna pick like, I don't know, 10.
Hell yeah.
Hey, here's an actual donation to screw everything up.
Oh, Angry. How thoughtful of you.
Angry, thank you.
So clearly, you aren't who you said you were.
Niet. I am not Grimsby Roylott.
Gasp.
My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel.
Which couldn't have been easy. The Burya's a huge steamship with a fast crew. Could she really have stuck on board without being noticed?
In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair.
It's symbolic.
Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone.
So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair... Oh, I see. We're not talking to Sholmes here. Who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin?
That veritable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally.
More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai.
Niet. Yesho/ma.
I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself? So no one would recognize me.
Perfect.
As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man? I see. I put on fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw newspaper. right on the page, there was picture of me.
Beard and all.
I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming.
Oh.
I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me.
So what, you just pulled a beard out of nowhere?
So I decided to cut my hair as fastly as possible. And I picked up scissors in hand, and
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that, from time to time.
Things do happen. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
If you've seen it happen, then chances are it exists.
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You are right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world.
Aww.
Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say anything to the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us in as much detail as you can muster the events of last night.
Yes. All right. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something, Mr. Sholmes? Wasn't it something, Mr. Sholmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yeah. I'm just not entirely sure what. More like a great reduction? I don't know. But at least Miss Pavlova agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible.
Indeed, it is incredible. And one more thing.
Oh, yeah? What?
Observe your wrists.
My... Oh.
Your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how?
True to my word, I have restored your shackles.
When? And why?
There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
You want to play a couple things?
Yeah.
Can I ship Herlock and Ryunosuke? Their dance of logic was super cool and my last ship sank very fast. F in the chat for Kazuma.
Oh.
Monosqueeve an anime?
Thank you! And you totally can. You just have to be able to defend it.
What we have is beautiful and you can't destroy it!
Just like that. A lot like that.
Thank you!
Will this cover the bill for double dipping on cutouts?
Suzu!
And then some.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Thank you, Suzu!
Thank you. Cheers.
Sherlock kind of lost his Watson. I think you mean Herlock sort of lost his Wilson.
Has anyone ever... Oh, we missed an opportunity. Oh, well, that was Wilson. Because, like, there'd be a... what you could do is have a picture of, like, Watson. And he's alive and smiling. And it just says Watson. And then the next one is him dead and it says Watts off.
I mean, you could do Wilson, Wilsoff.
Yeah, you could. You could.
Yeah.
Wilson. Wills off. What happened last night? Do you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
What One of the crewmen told me this morning while I was eating breakfast.
Hello, I don't mean to interrupt your breakfast, but are you aware that there was a murder next door to you while you were sleeping last night? Well, enjoy your eggs.
Thanks.
The man who died, he was a friend of mine.
Oh,
And that's why we were trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Or like the music of a band?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded?
And perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened?
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was that I had done, what I had done, and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet.
Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about ballet. I will start a new life.
You wish to forget? A challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet only gives us a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship, they have all been so kind to me.
You don't think this is like a thing where it's like a ballet on the front, but actually it's a ballet of trained assassins that travel the world committing like assassinations and stuff?
That would be kind of crazy and cool. I thought she was a princess.
No, I said she looked like Princess Zelda, not she was Princess Zelda.
I think she's Princess Zelda. And I think Link's gonna find her.
They let me come on board and they said I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Ooh.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but...
Conundrum.
Conundrum.
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet.
Oh.
Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Burya stopped by no port last night.
Very good swimmer. Ah, that's it, of course.
So, how is it, pray, that you come aboard or come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
That is not your business. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
sorry, what was that?
It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here, too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel.
Oh god, Sholmes is gonna eat this up. I think he's gonna like just full on believe it. And also Blu-ray, thank you! Member notifications are a bit broken right now, so nothing's playing, but thank you. It's
Yeah,
really
thank
cool.
you for all the members.
14 months already. Time does fly. Eh?
Time goes so fast.
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself.
Yeah, he just took it and made it his own. You know, Sholmes kind of reminds me of like if Michael Scott were a detective, basically.
Yes. Yep.
Like that's just what it is.
A quote from the wonderfully extravagant advertisement for The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, in fact.
Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. So the friend you mentioned inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt.
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? Oh, it is, isn't it? It's a puppy. Oh my god, he's a puppy. I love puppies.
Maybe an adorable little rabbit.
Uzi, thank you for the member 20 bucks.
And yeah, you're right, I think.
Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you?
I think rabbits would exist there, wouldn't they? Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
You may well ask. I have no idea.
Ah.
You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerinas, friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken!
Is that a chicken? Really?
Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance.
No, not Clucky. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. It's got a point though.
Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed.
She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it.
We gotta present her something.
Ooh. And we are Xavier, thank you. 30 months. Crazy.
I guess that would be it, wouldn't it? I mean, the badge, obviously.
Obviously the badge. Can I show you this? I'm actually a university student from the Empire of Japan, you see.
That means nothing to me.
No. Why would it?
Mr. Naruto, if you're determined to flaunt your Yume badge, at least choose a Japanese person who might recognize it.
Miss Susato, can I show you this?
Maybe later.
Ooh, I could show Inspector Hosonaga too.
Again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this.
Always love both of your voiceovers.
Oh.
Who have been your favorite Ace Attorney characters to voice in any of the games?
Griezmann!
Damn.
Griezmann, there's been so many.
That's tough. I mean, I always liked Edgeworth, but there were definitely some one-offs. And it's, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. There was that one, like, army girl that I think you had a lot of fun with.
I really liked Clavier.
Oh, Clavier.
I took my own spin upon him. I'm really enjoying Sholmes as well. I love how Sholmes just is very over the top. I love it.
I think you had a lot of fun with Francisca as well, it seemed.
I did have so much fun with Francisca. I love campy characters.
Check the back of the badge? I think we did at some point, because there's a number.
Yeah, we learned
901.
000901.
Well, I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna just present the diary and see if I get thrown here. This is the diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary.
Yes. Oh, wow, this is actually it. And he wrote in it last night before he died. It's something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Speckled band. I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall.
So in other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh! Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you, or the whistling sound, perhaps? Yet, I don't know anything.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Roylett.
Yes? What?
Wow, she's fast.
Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once. Please.
All right. I will come now.
What?
You must leave. Now.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out!
The passenger said out! Do you want me to throw you?
Oh, it looks like we'll have to leave the investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
And so, we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.
We were so close to a to be continued every time.
So close.
Every time.
Only a half an hour away.
Only half an hour away this time.
And Nick, thank you. Almost 3 years ago. I think you mean over 3 years ago. Because you remember for 45 months.
I don't know what that means, because I can't math. But thank you.
Almost 4 years.
Holy shit.
4 years is 48 months.
If you were a baby,
almost
you'd
4
be
years.
talking. You'd have favorite numbers and say things like,
I hate you, Dad.
I'm never going to be what you want me to be.
Want to play a couple things?
Sure. Oh, just as I went
Examine
to
the
play
back of the badge.
Freaking broke.
Been playing this game a ton, already on case 4, so glad I can be here spoiler free. It's already one of the best for me in the series.
Teddy!
Nice, Teddy. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, the cases so far have just been good. I mean, we've only done one in like a little bit, but thus far, very nice.
Very nice.
One more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Off topic, but do you plan on playing the DLC for Doki Doki Literature Club in the future? The new content included is very much worth it.
Nick, thank you. Maybe. Yeah, we'll have to check it out at some point. I like that game, so yeah. Just a matter of when.
It's about, when to play.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that.
I wish we managed to find some clue about what that speckled band might be.
We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door.
Do you think he's wearing underwear?
No. If he is, it's so low rise.
Yeah. Those little, like, banana hammocks. Mankinis.
Yeah.
He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go?
Oh, yes! He's completely disappeared.
When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists.
Is there anything new to examine, maybe?
Oh.
Nope. Oh yeah, can we leave out that door? Can we examine that door and just go? Like, run for the second cabins?
Looks like you have a death wish.
That door leads to the second class area.
It's locked. I can't open it.
No, well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape.
Gosh, she gave me a very stern look when she said that.
The book's updated, I think.
That book on top of the table there really is huge. There's a pen with it, too.
Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it?
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting.
Anyway, look here. Last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there's nothing to report.
Yeah, if it doesn't have a check mark, you can get new information.
Looks like they're still investigating in here.
Yes, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed.
What do you mean, unscathed?
Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate it? Investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you.
Oh, yes. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. Well, you never know. My personal student number is engraved on the back here. If you lose your pin, they won't accept you as a UMA student at the university. You may not come in, as they say.
Hey.
Of course, you can get a new pin made if you just tell them your number. I've actually lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my student number by heart. I always say to myself, I mustn't forget to write it down somewhere, but then I forget to not forget that. Rip. Ah, the symbol of Yume University. Every student wears this pin with pride. It's funny, but most emblems seem to be either round or rectangular. I like this spike design, even though it doesn't really make any sense. Although it does cause problems. Lots of students end up cutting their fingers on their badges. Perhaps it was the idea of one of the founders. A sharp pin for sharp minds, or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna start picking some people to win some waffles.
Do it.
Bam! So
it's clear that these letters were written with the ink that was somehow spilt on the floor. And they spelt the Russian word for wardrobe.
That does seem to be an unambiguous pointer you have,
To you.
Naruto-san.
An unambiguous pointer to you.
Thank you. Naruto-san, as you were sleeping in there.
But to be truly unambiguous, it should have just spelt out my name, don't you think?
Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written this last word in Russian.
Which begs the question of who did write it. I wonder if I can, Oh, unless... Oh, there he is. Oh, no! No!
That poor man!
Ah, you're back. Inspector!
What happened to you? Your face is...
Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches.
Made by a bear, maybe?
When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard.
What?
But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really.
Looks like he wasn't joking when he says he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Ooh. Ah.
Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighboring cabin.
Yes, so I understand.
Oh!
I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Herlock Sholmes. I don't think he was German, though.
Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes then? We can tell you what we found out.
Yes. Let's do it.
Oh, he's so good.
Ooh, what? Nikolina Pavlova. She's in the cabin next door.
Promise you won't tell anybody. The first person we see.
You'll never guess who's next door.
Oh, do you know who she is?
Please. What self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel?
Oops. I think I upset him there.
Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case at least.
Oh? How?
Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they?
I cry
Boy ain't right.
when angels commit some crimes.
Oops. Now I've definitely upset him.
Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful?
If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job.
Oh, I see.
Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you.
Oh? What?
Yes, do tell us, Inspector, please!
New information! And AJ, thank you! Year and a half. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. Yeah, Streamlabs hasn't caught up to this, and so we don't. It doesn't play. But thank you.
What is the new information you have, Inspector?
It's this. The Boyer's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report.
Oh, Kazuma's post-mortem report. Sorry, if you could refresh my chat.
Sure.
Kazuma-sama.
So, what was the cause of death?
Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report.
His neck was broken.
Oh. Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury, so at first, I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in the system at all. Well, what weapon was used then? Nothing has been found as of yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark, like a bag of oranges or something. Oh, I see.
All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It's a possibility and no obvious wounds would be left.
Ugh. Poor Kazuma. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine. I trust you.
Oh,
Oh.
what a pleasant man.
After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I?
Ah. Post-mortem report has been entered into the court record.
Giving the cause of death is a cervical injury.
You want plaything?
Special note, penis size, massive. I shall play a thing! Raylan Okami!
Hey,
Thank you for being one of us!
That's a new member. Oh, hey.
New members still play, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think your first membership gets a message, but then the subsequent ones do.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah, apparently it's under the super chat button.
Alright, anyone who is formally joining the Hasanaga Protection Squad say aye, sir.
Isa! Biowoman!
Isa.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, wasn't he? Or was he?
Yes. He seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept around on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored.
Did he say anything at all?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. "It's shoe polish!" was all he said.
Shoe polish. I wonder what he meant.
Ooh.
It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass. Do you see? Do you see?
Oh, perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark. Do you think?
Ah, yes. That must be it.
But how could Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish?
That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea.
What is it, Susato-san?
Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue.
Dark tan? A sort of dark brownish red, then.
Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him.
Oh. Does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor?
That's dark. Playmaker. Here I thought someone took a deuce on the floor.
And that's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head.
Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you.
Poor Inspector. You look exhausted.
Oh, no. Well, I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. He was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends. The truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. A heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing too.
It really is such a beautiful color, this glass.
It looks like whatever it was is broken clean in two. But the other half is nowhere to be seen.
And then there's the brick-colored mark.
Which is shoe polish, according to that great detective you seem to know all about.
I suppose it must be from Kazuma-sama's shoes.
Maybe, but what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure that it's shoe polish and not something else?
Because he's a great detective, of course.
Because he's a great detective, of course. That's hardly a reason, is it? Is it? Is it? You want to play a thing?
It is. I shall play a thing. Boop, 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 boom.
Hi guys, love play those rewatching Danganronpa and old Ace Attorney as well. KHS, what is guy's favorite game that played on YouTube? Keep up the good work.
Kingdom Hearts Slayer! I'd have to say my favorite game is probably, Corpse Party? That's a lie. Favorite game? I really enjoyed,
Yeah,
like,
that's tough.
it's hard because there's so many good
Yeah,
games.
we played a lot of really great games.
I really enjoyed
and
these
they're
games
also
a lot.
different.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, yeah, Ace Attorney, Persona, Kingdom Hearts, like they're all really, really great. Really great. But thank you. Nyanny. I love all of my games equally. Also, Nyanny, I never cared for Three Houses.
Yeah, I love every game we played. Yeah. I don't care for Three Houses. I don't care for Lorenz.
So this ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Yes, that's right.
And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from it. The speckled band, as he described it.
If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but she seems as baffled as we were.
Yes. I wonder if she's telling us everything, though.
I'm not sure.
I know most people aboard would say the same about me, but there's something about that woman that didn't sit right with me. This is where Kazuma spent his final moments.
Oh.
Did you lose internet?
Yep.
That's so weird.
It's back again. We're back. No, we're gone.
Back or gone?
It's back. But it seems to be dropping at random times.
I'll have to give the internet a reset in between.
Yeah. It did it once, did it again.
Oh, it was us for a moment.
Really? Sorry.
1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
What's really weird about this is, like, they're really pushing the mystery of the speckled band, but then in the intro video, they showed that it was, like, clearly a snake.
Yes.
Like, when they show you that, I didn't expect it to be such, like, a drawn-out thing, you know?
Right?
I'm looking at this writing here on this page. It's almost impossible to believe that he's gone.
Kazuma-sama left us a valuable clue in these words, I'm sure of it. We have to solve this mystery, Naruhodo-san.
We will.
Sandra, thank you for 15 months.
Hey. Oh.
I'll get it.
That's interesting. They give you little I guess, hints. I forget. What was the situation here exactly? That's true, GD. No, I'm not saying the characters know everything we do. I'm just saying that, like, from a story perspective, it's just, you know, if you show something, you kind of assume that that's the starting point, and then the mystery starts after we know it's a snake. But in this one, it's just like, what could it be?
Unless it was a red herring.
It very well could be, with that autopsy report.
Look, Naruto-san! Seaman Stroganoff is gone!
Strong enough to live without you. Strong enough for not quit crying long enough. Strong enough. Now I'm strong enough. You know.
The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us and is really hot and wears low-cut pants and low-cut underwear.
Don't need beef too strong enough. All these Russian names are impossible to remember. I assume that's the ballerina. Did you hear that? It sounds like someone singing. Oh no.
I did it the great detective way.
Oh my god.
This caroling, I know that lark-like voice.
Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us.
Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate.
Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back.
It's Stroganoff, not Stringy Knot.
Oh. Stroganoff.
Shoms is so cool, he sings his own theme song. He's the Kronk.
Yeah. Da 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 da. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Susato-san. Oh, where's she gone? Oh. Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things.
There's not a moment to waste, Naruto-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can. Look through everything.
I suppose you're right, for Kazuma's sake.
Not just for Kazuma-sama.
What do you mean?
It can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there.
Oh. Really?
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves if we have to.
Yes, we will. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door.
Yes, although what a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room.
Maybe? It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm.
Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning.
Or that. That is a possibility. Anyway, last night, Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming from this ventilator.
Naruhodo-san, are you there?
Sorry, I'm right here. Yes. Why?
Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home.
Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know.
Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes.
I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there. No such luck. This cabin door is the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has. If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anybody could enter the cabin from outside.
Yes, it's not a particularly heavy duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it?
No. And the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside.
But what if?
Magneto.
Oh my god, what if?
Yeah?
What if the ship rocked and the door locked and the books fell and our friend is not
And
in
they
hell?
did move that way.
Ooh! Ooh, galaxy brain, activate!
And frickin' Sasato straightened them out. Tampering with the crime scene. How dare you?
And it seals up perfectly, too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing a thread through the crack in the around the closet door either.
I seem to know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. Ah, yes. They're displayed in this cabin, too. Look. The SS Burya's Rules of Passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
I suppose Miss Pavlova realized that she needed to keep the contents of her case secret after she read this. Her special friend, I mean.
I wonder where her friend has disappeared to now. It's probably having fun exploring the ship, I'd imagine.
I just hope Seaman Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard.
Oh, yes, so do I. All the books have toppled over together, look. Every single one.
Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though.
It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Cosmo's cabin.
Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase.
I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from a ballet company?
All right, then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage.
Not everything bad happens on this ship because of me, you know?
Well, anyway, I'll set them straight here again, too. I don't like seeing things in disarray.
No!
Stop! Oh, she did it. Oh, she frickin' done it.
Mom comes into my room. Clean up your room. No, Mom. I don't want to let a murderer get away. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my! Miss Pavlova's case is open.
It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in here.
Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret.
Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Burya. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. And more to the point, where is it now? There are a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it.
Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all.
That's true. I wonder what kind of books she likes to read.
Let me see. Yes. Oh, yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading books written in Russian.
Accurate. Thanks, I think I probably already knew that.
It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that. I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket.
Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away?
Naruhodo-san! It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone else's rubbish, you know.
And yet it's not poor etiquette to go sifting through their wardrobe? Ugh, those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now.
However, these are special circumstances, I think.
Exactly. We have no choice. Well, there's hardly anything in here at all.
little disappointing.
Oh,
I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor.
yeah, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately.
Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here?
What? A leak?
Is this ship quite safe?
I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink.
No, you're right. Of course you're right.
She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she?
It would seem this teapot is empty.
So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are a very thirsty people.
Or because Miss Pavlova only came to this cabin last night, she hasn't had the chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either.
It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it.
You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naruhodo-san?
The bed? Maybe? The band?
There's one of these next to the bed in Cosmo's cabin, too.
Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist.
No! She barely hesitated there, and she gave it a good tug, too.
No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come.
We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. We're not doing a very good job of it.
Interesting. It seems like it got everything in here. Maybe there's something in the hallway?
Maybe. The funny thing is, I don't feel like we got anything in here.
I know, right?
Maybe the pet's out in the hallway now.
Oh, maybe it's caught in the trap. Maybe it's dead.
Oh no. Why are you trying to kill everyone's pets?
It's just what I do.
I've awoken something unpleasant in you, and I'm not happy about it. Miss Pavlova's cabin.
This could be our chance.
What?
The burly sailor doesn't appear to be around at the moment. We could investigate every last inch in that cabin.
I'm not sure I could go that far. But we could certainly do with looking around some more. I'm sure we could learn something.
Ah! Ha ha! Ha ha!
Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes. Look.
Do you think that he's been standing there ever since we heard him singing and we
Yes.
just didn't see him?
Yes.
Oh my god.
1,000% yes.
Wow. You never know where he's going to turn up next, do you?
He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself.
Tra-la-la-lira-lira-lay. I did it the great detective way.
He's still singing. Do you think he hasn't noticed us?
Or he's simply in extremely high spirits.
Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when the yard bit off more than it could chew. And though through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky her luck was about.
Excuse me.
I solved it all, and I stood very tall. I did it the great detective way.
Mr. Sholmes!
No! What is it? What, you want to fight? Yes, honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing, and I was just about to reach a climactic finish.
Sorry, I thought you were never gonna stop, so I figured now's as good a time as any.
I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks.
All right, I get the picture. Now, could you please put those fists away?
Mr. Sholmes, you seem to be examining something before we interrupted you.
Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in the study of the ship's log as penned by the stockily built crewman. That's after dark. Crewman who's usually on guard here.
Oh, yes, the ship's log.
And did you find out anything useful from it?
Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank.
Which means that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so...
Oh, you truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it.
Sorry?
Your logic, my boy, is inverted.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
Observe the other pages and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in this first-class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour.
Oh, he writes that in every 30 minutes.
Nothing to report?
Precisely! Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log...
The ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report.
Do you mean...
Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post.
What kind of circumstances? What happened?
That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file.
Oh. Cool. Oh, you want to play a thing?
Certainly.
Jajato, no place like home. Me, wait, does Ryunosuke just click together shoes from the wardrobe 3 times to return back to his home?
No, that's Narnia.
Dark Iron Yoshi!
Thank you.
Thank you. More?
Yeah, one more.
Did you really heard me sing in the hallway and completely ignored me?
Yes.
Sherlock! Actually, you're Herlock. Herlock sings. Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes sings. Does Sherlock sing?
Oh no, he played the violin in that one.
Oh, he did.
Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective.
Ah, you're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes... Sholmes! Brilliance! Ooh, ouch.
Did you roll your R there, by the way?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. I really heard the R roll, and I was very
Cheated.
excited for you.
What is it? Are you hurt?
Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Nothing more.
Remember about poisonous gas sifting through the ventilators into all the cabins?
I didn't even consider.
A blank log. Also those little voice carrier things. I don't know if this room has a ventilator.
Well, my friends, until our next encounter...
He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway. Is something wrong, Sasato-san? You seem lost in thought.
It's just... Well, I feel the same.
Sorry?
Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing.
Oh, you too. engines immediately. Vessel sighted a quarter mile 4. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands brace for impact. What the?
I think we're about to crash into another ship.
What?
I can't stand. Oh,
Susato-san, hold on to me. Susato-san, are you all right? Are you injured at all?
I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruto-san.
And the door is locked.
Just as I had anticipated.
It looks like we avoided a collision.
I love the games because they give you those aha moments and it feels so good. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I think... Yes, the ship has come to a stop.
Oh my goodness. What about you, Naruto-san? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Hello. Is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance.
Oh, that sounds like...
Probably not the right person.
Inspector Osanaga.
That's what I thought.
Is that you in there, Naruto-san? Unbolt the door, quickly. What? The bolt?
Look at that.
The door is bolted. Did you do that, Susato-san?
No, I didn't touch it.
Well, that's strange. How did... And... Look at the books. They're just like they were before again.
Naruto-san, aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
Go. Go. I'd better tidy this place up first. Our violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at least in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. To be continued.
It's so soon, too.
Boop, 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 boop. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Susato-san took a deep breath and then gently slid back the bolt.
You! What are you doing in Miss Pavlov's quarters?
Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Two kinds of people in the world.
I know, what a good friend he is.
Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship.
Yes. It appears to have been a false report, though.
Oh, how did that happen?
There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop. Everything's in chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crews are running everywhere.
This first-class area is the only quiet place on the ship at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Someone triggered the alarm. Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside?
Ah! You wicked intruder! Dressed in all black! You are the devil!
Sorry? Me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first.
You opened my traveling case! How could you?
What? No. We didn't touch it.
That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector!
Yes?
Arrest this man! I know he did it! He's criminal! Is it not enough that he has killed a man?
Ah! And he stole as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Take him away! is a trespasser as well as everything else.
Stowing away, trespassing, killing. She's right. You are the devil.
This doesn't look good, does it?
There's a cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police.
Wait, a cell?
Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do?
This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here, as you can see. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options.
Strokes his head. He's like, "You're a good boy, Hosonaga. You're doing your best."
This is terrible.
This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. Immediately. Oh, oops. I just need to keep calm and focus on the task at hand, which is investigating. Ah!
Don't touch my things.
You want me to throw you where clawfish hibernate?
Hi-ya! Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think you're doing?
Wow, everyone's attacking me. And I was just starting to think she was my friend. Isn't there anyone who can help me out of this mess?
You can't, like, look anywhere?
Oh, oops.
Run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh.
I was trying to do that.
Ah.
Ah!
Oh my god. This man.
What the? What are you doing up there? Do you want to play a thing?
Sure.
When are we going to fucking get Punch Out Herlock Sholmes edition? Come on, you nasty buggers, I will box you in name of the Queen, I will.
Dark Iron!
Isn't that the Robert Downey Jr. version?
Yes. Discombobulate.
Yeah.
Discombobulate.
Punch lock. Mr. Sholmes. Oh, he's got the tiara.
Pretty princess.
Mr. Sholmes.
Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not?
Boy ain't right.
This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no.
It's such a Bobby Hill thing to do, just to put on a tiara just to see what it feels like.
I just wanted to feel what it felt like to be a
princess.
It's heavier than I thought.
Well, why were you hanging from that hook before then?
Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine if it would be bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce.
I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. You again, the great detective.
Ah, Inspector! I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently.
Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
What is to report? Speak!
An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buria, has been solved by me, naturally.
What?
Really?
Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds.
What is that thing he always says? When you eliminate the impossible, only the possible remains or something?
It's true. For I am about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Ha! You've solved it? Even Hedgehog understand this case. We all knew who's responsible for killing student boy this morning. We found criminal wardrobe. It is this stowaway. He has handcuffs to prove it.
I didn't do it.
The trouble is, there doesn't seem to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because, as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. That means the culprit must be someone who is inside the cabin.
Ah, Cat's got it. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. That's what it is.
That's fun.
Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories.
Da! Locked room. That is point.
The room was locked.
Oh, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin.
You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all.
For the lock is broken.
What?
Oh yes, there is another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door.
What other entrance? We never discovered one.
Why? It gapes opened-mouthed at you even as we speak.
Is he actually going to say something useful for once?
The ventilator man.
The ventilator. You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm through that hole.
That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks.
You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening. It's not possible.
Ah, but it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator.
Mr. Sholmes, do you mean... Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator ground.
Honestly, I don't think I'd want to, like, read the Snake Fight Diaries. This doesn't sound like a good book.
The Snake Fight Diaries?
The Snake Fight Diaries.
Precisely, my dear madame.
But what does it mean? What is this speckled band?
The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin.
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing?
There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I'm about to expose for all you to see will shock you to your cores. Behold!
Oh! 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 What the? Oh, God. Yep. You're right. Do you want to play a thing?
Certainly.
I see Nyan has claimed full ownership of the NyanCave's brain cell today. Putting it to good use too.
Dark Iron!
Mm-hmm.
I merely used my feelings of detectives. Ugh, too bad brain cell doesn't help me speak good. Allow me to introduce you all.
Also, interesting, the sailor's uniform, little tie thing. It looks like a fish.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
Allow me to introduce you to the band, the Speckled Band.
A snake.
Indubitably.
And I'd do it again. Like Kazuma with a little CQC. Dead before he hit the ground.
Is that what they call him, Snake? Because he goes through the ventilators?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes, just one thing.
Pray, what troubles you?
Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say?
Yes, you're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it the striped band, wouldn't you?
You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall?
Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap?
How exactly?
I think perhaps it's time I explained the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
I am sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me.
There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
No.
I gotta get that after my dog's gonna stop.
She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi. Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head.
I would advise as little movement as possible, seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in... you wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Can you refund tickets you didn't pay for?
No refunds.
Intruders. Identity.
Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall these horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. Ooh. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what is the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? So naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent with we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary.
Oh!
The victim's written observations on that night in question tell of a speckled band.
It has no teeth.
Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's marking do not fit that description in any way. What explanation then can we give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
No! Don't look at me! This has nothing to do with any of this!
Oh, but it does! You have to answer to this quandary even... you have the answer to this quandary even now. Hidden behind your back! Your back. Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's sloughed skin.
Oh.
Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours...
Molted?
Shed its original skin, no?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Last night, through the ventilator
Snap,
visible in
snap.
this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared that the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as the speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sloughs its skin. Slough? Slew? A snake so dreadful, we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India.
A beloved speckled snake. This is interesting.
Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim.
Oh.
How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear that there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Now, if we take that as a fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no. Could there be?
Yes, an examination of the deceased's body will prove the cause of death conclusively. Nice boots. The almost but not quite imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend.
This makes no sense.
There's no point in feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now that your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt.
You don't.
But I do.
It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend.
Train?
Indeed, you put the serpent through the ventilator and wait. After a period, you summoned it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal has done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny this snake has undergone such training?
It's not true.
Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in it in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life.
Did you get him, Bitey?
Oh! Snake bit me! But I'm still alive! Think I sucked out the blood! Oh. Oh god, it's coming back! Oh, it's bitten me on my ass! I don't think I can get my mouth there! Oh no! Oh, it's getting dimmer! I think I might hold on though!
If someone would be so kind as to come and suck my ass,
Suck my ass!
it would be very appreciated. I think I can hang on for another 10 maybe
minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh no, it appears I've attracted the snake a third time!
There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled band.
Damn.
Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature.
Incredible. You solved the mystery. Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name. I now see why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name.
My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand.
Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes?
But of course, what is on your mind?
It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me.
Ooh.
I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly.
Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family.
You are well informed, madame.
And reptiles, well, they don't drink milk.
Ah,
It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure it'd be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward.
no matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds.
Yeah. There's like dragon milk and stuff, so, you know.
Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears.
Ah,
Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal a snake by whistling.
but madame, what of the tales from Arabia? Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sound of a flute?
I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements.
My heart.
The array of emotions that happen. Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless.
Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes.
There is one other thing.
You have more?
Stop, he's already dead.
Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins.
Then it should try harder.
Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there is a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this.
I literally thought exactly what Holmes thought, or
I
Sholmes
know.
thought. That was my thoughts.
I know.
I love that they were doing this to me.
I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh no. You don't mean...
Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be.
I had a feeling that was coming. All right, let's give it a try.
Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, right.
So, cast your eyes down to your wrists again.
What?
Ha-ha!
Oh my god. You've done it again.
Your handcuffs are gone.
Where did they go?
Fear not, I shall see they are restored after our work is done.
I really wish you'd leave them off.
Now, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular!
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. A beloved speckled snake.
Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall these horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain.
She does have a pained expression on her face.
Yes, that's true. She looks as though Cosmosum's death is weighing heavily on her mind.
But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? Could there be some other way to interpret her expression then?
Let's take a moment and look really closely at Miss Pavlova.
You want to play a thing? Aching heart.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Shall play a thing.
I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking steamer.
Angry!
We're gonna open some ventilators.
We're gonna open some ventilators. You go to grab a railing. Nope. Snake. It's a snake.
It's a
not
snake.
a railing. Do you want one more?
Yeah, sure. Cause I can't save here. Oh well. Right here?
I finished GAR 2 yesterday. Unlike other AA games that can stand alone, these two games are one interconnected story. You're in for a wild ride.
Mr. 96 took a page
Very
right out
cool.
of Professor Layton, I guess.
Ooh, well, it's a good thing they released them both together then.
I'm so happy that they're in a little pair.
I'm gonna meme just a little bit just to see what happens.
Okay.
She has such petite ears among that beautiful hair, like little pink shells.
Oh, what's that? There's something dangling down from her ear.
Oh, that's an earring. The crescent moon part looks as though it's made from wood.
Oh.
It's charming, isn't it?
Women do seem to love adornments like that. In their hair, around their necks, on their fingers, and even hanging from their ears, it seems.
Well, jewelry is beautiful, Naruhodo-san.
Oh. Neat, so we can get away with it. Oh, I guess I'd have to present it.
Mm-hmm.
Like little pink shells.
Oh, what's that? There's something attached to her ear.
Oh, I expect that's what's called an earring. It's a little piece of jewelry.
An earring, is it? It really is tiny.
Perhaps part of it's missing. Maybe it broke off. Now all that's left is the clasp part that attaches to the ear.
If that's the case, she doesn't appear to have noticed that it's broken. Oh, damn. Oh, that is actually the case. That might be useful. Oh,
I thought that it was.
Neat.
Oh my god! Oh, it's a picture of her with a cat.
what? Where?
In the bed.
Oh my god! Adorable.
Oh, they're best friends. Oh, there's gonna be a cat.
Oh.
Oh yes.
He's a big,
What a fluffy
big
kitty.
guy. So there's that.
I guess it's
No,
just
I
a
can't
scratch.
examine that. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm just so curious.
Yes.
Yes! Left ear. Is it generic? Despite being in the neighboring cabin, you failed to notice what was happening to Mr. Asogi next door. And for that, you can't forgive yourself, can you? A feeling I understand all too well. The guilt is bad enough, but Mr. Sholmes' accusatory words add salt to the wound and hurt your ears.
What precisely was your intention with that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just following the natural progression of the deduction. Sometimes, the truth hurts.
Well, the truth is, you do not have a turn for observation or deduction. Did that hurt?
Yes. A lot. Oh no. Yeah, see, like these ones I can't skip.
Yeah, it's because this is not generic. It's like you got it wrong,
Be better, dumb.
Claw scratch. I guess I can examine it first. Enhance.
Oh, Naruto-san, look! That looks like a very painful wound.
It looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal. And fairly recently, too.
Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here.
Ta-da!
Yes!
Yes! Yes. When you recall those horrid events, that claw scratch smarts with pain.
Indeed, and simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh.
Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night?
When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse.
And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded the vessel with, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without a doubt, your friend is that writhing serpent we see before us.
It seems like that scratch on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except... snakes don't have claws, do they?
No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow.
Well then.
Mouth claws.
If that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? It's Trogdor.
We should follow her gaze, Naruto-san. That's where we'll find the answer.
I have a feeling that it was this teapot that Miss Pavlova's eyes flickered over to before.
You think this is the friend she's been talking about?
Well, we're all different, aren't we? Whatever we might say about it, if that's the way she feels.
I don't think I'll say anything about it then. You and the teapot can discuss it instead.
Wait, that's not what I meant. Oh.
Just go serpent again.
Yeah. I guess you guys clipped the reaction to the snake charmer thing. I literally believed. Thank you.
Right? I thought
face.
I believed too.
It's a good face. She believed. There's no doubt, is there? She looked in this direction, straight at Seaman Stroganoff.
Well, they do seem to be friends of sorts. But I can't imagine how he could possibly fit through that ventilator.
Don't forget that I managed to fit inside Cosimo's trunk when we first boarded this ship.
I would ask what that proves, but I think an equivocal little smile would be more effective.
Writhing serpent, that's what they called me in high school.
It looks like there's an error. Seaman Stroganoff, writhing serpent. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my god. It has a little bell.
It has a little bell.
It has less detail than the one that's broken on the ground, though.
I saw.
But oh my god!
Like his little beans. Look at his little beans.
Oh! Ah. Look at this photograph in this frame. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away.
She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, that's true, but personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. Maybe we better take a closer look at this. Ooh. That must be a stage costume she's wearing.
It's quite stunning. I should like to have something like that.
And she's wearing the 20,000 rubles on her head as well, look!
It's called a tiara, Naruto-san, and you shouldn't think of it in purely of terms of value.
She must be a strong-willed woman. To turn her back on the world stage and run away all on her own. Little kitten. Oh, that's it. Whoop. Look at the little cat that Miss Pavlova is cuddling here.
Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you, couldn't it, Naruto-san? For the blackest outfit?
A black kitten. And from the look of this picture at least, Miss Pavlova seems very attached to it. Oh, I can present it.
I love you, kitten.
Okay, I've got to try one more and then I'll leave it if it's nothing.
Yes!
Considering the fact that you ran away from your homeland on your own, you have no friends at the moment, except yourself. That's what I was looking for.
You haven't got any friends.
Just this moment with the black and white. You have no friends. I mean, it's not my intention to make you feel bad.
What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion?
Oh, well, it's supposed to be a logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show.
This is my show, Mr. Naruhodo. Kindly perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage.
Sorry.
And that same friend is probably responsible for the scratch on the back of her hand. You know, whatever it is, this friend must be small enough to pass through the ventilator.
That really ought to narrow it down.
Uzumaki, my guess is that nobody's ever loved you before.
The truth is, you have no friends. Without a doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us.
Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear.
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
Oh no!
Yes. The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you?
Darka is my best friend.
Darka, that's so cute.
I couldn't leave her behind.
Darker would appear to be a Russian blue. And yet, the fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observation on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we give then, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
I'm not finishing, I just want to save. Just in case.
Just in case?
Just in case.
You don't look like the Darker Chief.
No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's sloughed skin.
Did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid behind her back, which would have been a lot safer if she just kept it in her pocket.
Oh,
That was literally the line.
that was the line.
That was the line.
Oh yes, ploys like that are Mr. Holmes' specialty. He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something.
I thought deduction was his specialty. Or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too.
Anyway, I find it hard to believe that that's the skin of a snake.
In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? Oh, cute.
It's a kitty toy.
Well, it is speckled, and it is a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy, a long piece of cloth of some sort. And it looks like a handle on one end.
I think it may be a cat's toy. This is sort of common in the West, apparently.
How is that a toy for cats?
Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them and they pounce to catch it.
That sounds positively adorable.
Positively adorable.
Cat's toy. Oh, I wonder if I'd presented it early without changing it, if it would have dinged me for it. Huh.
Yes!
Yes! The thing you are trying, but failing, to conceal is, a cat's toy.
Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it.
But why? For what reason?
My dear boy, there can only be one reason to that.
Meowvelous. Nice.
After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return.
Ah.
In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. A truly troublesome feline young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova.
Oh, the tiara she would wear on stage can also be seen.
After I was gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord.
Oh.
Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator.
Damn, that's pretty impressive.
Cats do be crazy like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Darka, she's so naughty.
A beloved kitten. Aww. Death by a venomous snake's bite.
Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim.
Unfortunately, this is probably the best place to pause it for the day.
Pause.
Pause. The kitten vented.
You know what would have caused all of this to be better? If only she had kitten mittens.
Oh, kitten mittens.
Kitten mittens. Is your cat just too loud all the time? Does it climb up bell cords? Oh, I guess I should play things before I do stuff, eh?
Is your cat just always on the air horns? Yes.
Boink.
Hate to do it to the man I admire, but I have to bring out the book.
Hey,
Susato!
she wrote the book on snakes, don't you know?
Apparently.
Clay, stop, he is already dead. Me, why you gotta bring up Hesogi Clay? Oh, you weren't? Am I just beating a dead person now? My apologies.
A dark iron! Thank you! Ooh, I'm a ghost. I'm the ghost of Asogi.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for being here. Sorry about the beginning. It was a little bit of an unexpected turn of events. But thank you for everyone who remembered up. I'm very excited to be able to actually play those eventually, because I'm sure Streamlabs usually catches up a little bit afterwards. And yeah. It's very cool though. And it's so cool to see, you know, how long you guys have been membered up.
We're making changes that are good.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think it's super duper cool that you guys could play those. Next step would be cool if we can gift membership. Wouldn't that be cool?
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, that might be. Oh, Essie, there's a new member feature. Basically, it's hard to explain, but long story short, after you've membered up for 1 month, every time that your membership renews, you get to send a notification to the stream. I believe it's under the super chats button, but we can't play them through Brian right now. They don't detect them. But you can get a highlighted message that says hello, and it also says how long you've been membered up for, which is super duper cool. Yeah, see? And there's Anonymous. This is the new feature. And so that will allow us to get to put up more membership cutouts, as well as... No, I don't know where I was going with that. Hey, and there's JTrev for 33 months. And Anonymous for 15 months. Which is so cool. And get more raffles. Yeah, we might need to maybe have like a set thing for those. Hey, and there's Essie. And I think you could have written a message in there. I don't know if it's different on different platforms like iOS or Android or phone or iOS, Android, and phone. There are no other phones now.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, I see you watching on your BlackBerry. Todd sounds like someone who owns a BlackBerry, right? And Natty says on a laptop it lets you write a message. Yeah. Web browser. Oh, Essie's usually on TV. Oh, I wonder if oh well, how would you... Yeah, because I think I've checked out a live stream on YouTube. Do they do chat on TV? Yeah, I have nothing to say. Oh, that's cool. That's cool too. We can just say thank you. Make it a 1 mil for a raffle. 1 million. Yeah, I don't know. We might just have like a generic like resub or remember. Remember. Hey, and Shion Naoto Shirogane. Big love to chat. Thanks. And thanks for being a member. Yeah, I think it's very cool. I specifically asked for this feature, so it's very cool that they were able to do it. You can view chat on TV, but you can't type. Interesting. Yeah, I was fiddling with it on my TV. Remember. Yeah, we can just do like a remember raffle for when people remember. And you guys will get even more waffles.
And that everybody wants more waffles.
Everybody wants more waffles.
Everybody
Waffles.
wants more waffles.
Waffles. We need to find someone who can mix music.
Right?
Incredible though. Thank you though, everyone. It's crazy. It's mind blowing, and I really appreciate you. So thank you for letting us be here.
Thank you for letting us be here. Is a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
For the privilege and the honor of being here and doing this.
And doing bad impressions.
Yeah, and horrible Russian accents. It's so difficult to do like Lady Russian. They just exist in 2 different points of my mouth.
But yeah, lots of exciting stuff happening. And Bizarre on Friday.
Yeah, the event is up. I gotta make a thumbnail for that.
Yeah, no problem.
But the event is up.
All right, but we'll see you for Neo, The World Ends With You in less than an hour.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
See you very soon.
Or tomorrow.
Okay, bye. I love
Bye.
you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.